These are the tales and ramblings of two men, their dream of running a successful food truck business and life. We invite you along to join Josh and Skippy on this journey. This is Monday Morning Food Truck.
Good morning, Skippy.
We are live.
Super professional. We are rolling this shit out. And we are live on YouTube, too.
Yes, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel to make sure that you get up-to-date updates.
Up-to-date updates are good.
Yep.
The YouTube stream, if you're listening there, or will in the future, runs about 20 seconds behind live. I just looked at the live stream, so yeah. Other than that, so if you want live, listen to click on the guest or the audience link that I sent in our Facebook page. I will continue to send that link weekly, but that link should be good, I believe, permanently. So, yeah. And if you aren't listening live, you can always listen to us later on your normal podcasting platforms or via YouTube. Yeah, I think that's it.
Listening live is always the best, though. That way you
It
get
is the best bet.
Instant laughs versus delayed laughs.
That's right. And if you are in the audience through the link we sent you, you can chime in live. We can even accept, there's a call-in button where we can take you live on the show if you want. So,
okay.
And we have fun buttons that sometimes work. So,
well, that was the applause.
It's supposed to be a longer applause, but such is life.
Maybe you got to hold down the button.
No, you don't hold down the button. It's a mouse click.
Oh.
These all worked perfectly this morning when I was playing around.
How's that AI working out?
Well, we're not using AI yet.
Definitely has not taken over our channel yet.
We can't even get regular intelligence, let alone artificial.
I can't wait for an artificial version of me. That'd be great.
Hope it's better looking.
Me too. Kidding me? I got a face for radio for people watching on YouTube.
Oh, shit. Skippy.
Yeah. So
here we are in the off season. Who's bored yet?
It's going to be a short episode, folks. Bored? Yeah, bored's a great word. I've binged any show that I've probably watched 6 or 7 times already. I did watch The Equalizer 3. Thought it was good. Wasn't as good as number 1. Definitely better than number 2. Yeah, and that's about it. I was telling you off air that
nailing this shit today.
Wow. I'm going to build a one of those TikTok viral tote storage racks for my garage. I got about a week to do it, so it's been a great episode, folks. I got to go get that. No, I think it's
Fran has found us on our new platform. She has sent us a comment already saying, "Good morning, gents." So anybody else listening live, feel free to use that same chat feature as there. We are curious about audio quality. I'm hoping that this is better than what we were using before. So the mixing should be a little bit better. If you are having... Can you kill the background music? There's background music playing? Oh, shit. You betcha, Fran. Just a second. I don't know what background music's playing.
Make sure it's not her playing Candy Crush. She's on level like 7,622 or something like that.
Are you still getting background music, Fran? Or is Candy Crush in the background playing? We'll wait. So those totes, the tote racks that you're talking about, I have a friend. Sounds like an orchestra playing.
Hold on.
I'm looking. I can't hear anything in my headphones, so...
I'm going to mute my mic and turn on my Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I've got nothing playing on my end. So if there is orchestra music playing,
I'm on the live stream. I do not hear anything. Oops, please hold.
she says she can hear us talking, but she still hears the music.
I do not hear music.
Couldn't hear a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant. It's a high-pitched squeaky noise. Fran, check the tree.
Shake your computer, please. Just shake it. See if it's...
It's like the old tube TVs. If you just slap your monitor a couple times, it'll probably correct itself.
It might work.
Yeah. I don't know. We don't have any sound playing, Fran. I'm not sure where it's coming from. So if anybody else is listening and can confirm or deny Fran's claims, it's not a conspiracy here.
So Fran is my mom, in case anybody wanted to know. Mom,
really.
Please take a video with your phone and send it to me so I can hear the orchestra music, and that way maybe we can debunk it. Could be the ice cream truck outside the door. I don't know.
So yeah, my buddy Eric, he's had a handyman practice here in West Michigan and moved out to Arizona. He's been doing he's been doing those racks for years.
Mm-hmm.
For people in garages and stuff. So he said it's the easiest money he makes, so because they're really easy to do. So I have no doubt you'll be able to do that, buddy. Make sure you take lots of video. I can't wait to see the TikToks.
Listen, it's not. I'm not excited about it because we don't have any storage to begin with. So now I got to find a place to put all this stuff while I build these racks, and it's going to be in the spot where I need to cut wood. So,
you're not using your trailer, right?
Dude, what does that have to do with anything?
Put the stuff in your trailer while you're building the racks.
Yeah, no, I don't know. That's not. No. No.
Did you have a catering thing last week, or was that this week?
That was last week.
Okay, so you're done. You got nothing scheduled.
I have nothing scheduled, and I'm actually okay with that.
Yeah, I have a Thursday lunch this week for 80 people, and then I woke up this morning to a message from Train, one of our loyal customer bases. Huh?
Drops of Jupiter?
No, HVAC.
I know, I'm kidding. You said Train.
Asking if we had availability for next Thursday for 350 people. And I said, yes. Yes, I do. So, yep.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Absolutely.
Hey, what else do I got to do? Nothing?
Hey, I might
have... Yeah, other than that, it's been a...
I might steal one of your panini trucks. Or panini trucks. Panini...
Presses?
Presses.
All right, yeah.
I have
more... storage.
I have more electrical... power now, so there might be a chance I can use one for a special.
Yeah, they're great, man. They give off a lot of heat. If you're going to run a special for paninis, I highly recommend early spring, late fall. Because those things give off some heat. We had the two of them in the truck, and between that and the minimal steam table that we were running for winter, it was steamy in the truck. Like, I don't know that we ran the furnace while we were open for the most part. So, it's definitely not a July thing, I wouldn't think.
You have a furnace?
Well, the dual.
Oh, gotcha.
The dual AC heater, not really furnace.
So
but you know what I mean.
Just realized I forgot to say that the AC unit they put in my new trailer is on an app.
Cool.
I have to download an app. And then I realized I have to download an app for a lot of things that are in this trailer. I'm like, there's a lot of apps. Anyway, sorry.
Nope, you're good.
Yeah, there's not. I'm okay with it. I mean, I got an ad going out for catering, but I'm not like super pushing it.
Is that for winter catering?
Yeah. I did a couple holiday parties last year, but
Fran has messaged back. She said, it was because I had 3 programs running. Music is gone.
awesome.
I'm glad that you got that taken care of, Fran, without having to hit your computer. So happy to help. Oh, son of a bitch. Broke my toe.
So,
yeah, what?
I did, day before Thanksgiving, I decided to do a limited menu. I did tacos. And nachos.
You're making me seasick.
Yeah. Tacos and nachos. And I only have a 2-well steam tip. And so I used 1/3 pans so I could put chicken on there. And I just want to let you know that it worked out real well. That if you do a 6-inch deep 3rd pan, it fits like a good size half pan. And just dumped it right in and put liners on it, and freaking worked great. Then I made the mistake of bringing my lids for those 3rd pans into the house for storage, and for my catering gig the following week, completely forgot the lids to those 3rd pans. So I had like 2 of the aluminum half pan lids covering the whole thing, and I just sliding them back and forth, just making sure they weren't getting cold.
Yeah,
but
yeah, 3rd pans work great. We use them for our 3rd bay for beans and peppers.
Yeah,
and then I
have a 3rd.
Was that it?
On the new trailer? I have a 3rd bay now. So
just think, you could run 9 hot things in there.
Oh. A lot of hot things. So, a couple months ago, Josh accused me of stealing one of his ideas. Not in those words, but we had a discussion about it. And
besides my Facebook posts,
well, and that's what I was going to say is I borrowed almost word for word Josh's.
I noticed.
I did throw a different cool little character on there. Reminded me of Doug Funny or the Rugrats. But yes, and I will applaud you, sir, for having good engagement with your customer base.
Whew. Yeah, that was a lot more than I expected. Especially since we hadn't really posted in the previous 2 weeks. I think there was a 2-week stretch there where we didn't have a single post between when I was gone for Iceland and then that week after we didn't post it all. So I was surprised that it reached as many people as it did. I'm glad it did.
Yeah.
Interesting requests, including things that are already on the truck that we sell every day.
I saw that.
But excellent ideas. I mean, I hadn't thought of putting barbecue on top of mac and cheese before. Well, I think we'll consider rolling that next year. We'll try it as a special. Amazing. See how it goes.
I mean, I did it all year and it worked out real good. So just watch your portion sizes.
Yeah, so that posted well. Chicken livers,
gizzards.
A lot of people wanting fried food. It's just not going to happen. Not anymore. I did go through the process of looking at smoked chicken livers. I am not a big liver fan. I don't.
So let's look at.
I've had it a couple different times. I had it when we were in Iceland too. I don't even know what kind of animal this liver pate came from. It was okay. I don't mind the irony metal taste. It doesn't bother me. Like if I cut my finger, I'm sucking on my finger to whatever. It doesn't bother me. I don't know. I think it's a texture thing for me. Maybe the flavor mixed with that texture is weird for me. It's like meat pudding when it's in a pate. Yeah, or meat frosting. More like meat frosting. And it's just a weird texture combo with the flavor. Anyway.
So I'm on your post. Let's look at some of your some of the ideas that your people had.
Ribs.
Okay? Well, let's start with king crab legs.
That one stood out. Yeah.
Okay, so we got. I mean, king crab legs. Well, you already have a pot of water.
Okay. First of all, I would love to do some king crab legs. I think they would be amazing. We've done shrimp on the smoker before, which is really good. And we've done imitation crab for whatever the crab mac and cheese we did.
Hot dog of the sea, if you will.
That's right. It's mostly cod. There's some crab in there. The problem with king crab legs, first of all, is the price. And the price I would have to sell them for, and then trying to find enough people to buy every single crab leg.
Burnt ends are expensive.
No shit. God.
Here's your one crab leg for $32. Okay, so there's that one.
Right.
Next one I have. I got to bring up Mary. I have to know if
the
they're
Spicerito?
actually the Spicerito. Is that a thing?
So Mary Spicer, she has
Mary.
bought one.
I met Mary.
Yep, we have made one or two for her in the past. If she would come around more often, we'd make them more often for her. But so basically, the Spicerito is our Burrito, or no, is it the Lord of Swine or the Swaddle Swine? We might have to wait for Chris to come on to clarify. I don't remember which it is. Anyways, it's
what are the ingredients?
It's basically the Dorachos in a wrap.
Okay, I like that idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we crush up the Doritos and add it into the. It's either the I think it's the Burrito. So we crunch up the Doritos into the Burrito,
which is
mac and cheese and pulled pork, onions and sauce.
Okay.
And a nice flour tortilla and kind of like a burrito, but it's the Burt, which is our Burt sandwich in our Burrito. So
yes, Burt's a great name.
So and then yes, Mary Spicer wanted the Spicerito added.
I like it.
So,
I like it.
I have tried one. When we made her one, I made one for myself. It wasn't bad. I mean, it's interesting. Heaven forbid one of those little Dorito chips, though, gets pointed the wrong way when you take a bite.
Oh, yeah.
Have that jam into the roof of your mouth. But
okay, so next one I have, loaded mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Oh, no, dude. We did have, towards the end of the season, a lot of people ask for mashed potatoes every day to be added to the regular menu.
Okay. All
right. I would be happy to add them, but then we need to take something off.
Yes.
The menu's big enough as it is. Yeah, I don't
know. Collards. Collard greens?
Yeah.
I mean,
cracklins. And a lot of this stuff is very traditional Southern. Ooh, hello, Chad. Bonamick. He is on and just sent us a message. He said, make mashed potatoes seasonal. So we run them as a special. Typically about once a week, we'll have mashed potatoes on the menu. So,
this one here from your top fan, Antonia Palmer. You and I have talked about adding a vegetarian/vegan option to probably do very well in Grand Rapids. No matter how vegan I am, I will always get my barbecue fix. So that's a top fan right there.
That's right. Vegetarian, very easy to do. As we talked about, vegan is a whole nother animal.
Yeah, it's just horrible.
And to be able to say that you have something vegan, no meat can be used in that vessel at all. Not at the same time, ever.
Yeah, you can't even cook it on the same smoker.
Right.
Because meat was, So
you need a whole different smoker to be able to do it. There was a barbecue place in Grand Rapids that did offer vegan options. They did not make it through the pandemic, unfortunately. But yeah, they had good barbecue. They were very well liked and they tried growing a little fast during the pandemic. So they had a food truck. They had a walk-up location. And then they added, so his wife started a dessert truck during the pandemic. And I think that was kind of spread a little too thin during a time of...
I won a barbecue contest with a vegan dessert, so I know those vegan desserts can be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It's just it's a whole nother level of.
So would you consider adding, like, so we have a vegetarian option. We just take all three of our sides and put them together as like one plate, so people can just grab a plate.
Yep.
Have you thought about doing that? Or is there a reason you haven't done something like that? You just don't get enough option or people asking about it?
We have had people ask for our loaded macs without the meat, and we'll ring it up as a different price, typically a little bit cheaper than our pork loaded mac. But I think we had 3 all year or something like that. I mean, it's not a huge number. It's something that we could definitely add. You know, have a vegetarian type menu option. Chad says not all vegans are the same. They are. It's vegetarians that are not all the same for the most part. The difference between the vegetarian and the vegan is the strictness. So whereas some vegans will still have, or some vegetarians will still have milk, potentially, or, you know, those kind of products, they'll still eat cheese, they'll still eat milk sometimes. They just won't eat the meat proteins. Vegans are the far stricter.
There's no animal products whatsoever. Nothing, right. No cheese, no nothing. I know we have a vegan food truck in town, and their food is very good. I typically get their loaded fries, but it's all vegetarian stuff. And they do. I have had one of their burgers before, even though it's mushroom, and I hate mushroom. It's really good. They actually just signed a deal with a local restaurant in town to provide their burgers for their restaurant for their vegetarian/vegan options. So that
Chris will be joining us in a few minutes. His wife is actually vegan, so he can expound on all of the nuances of what he has to go through whenever they try to go to a restaurant. So,
so let's find something else. A top fan, Karen with an IN, said mac and cheese topped with barbecue.
Yeah.
Where's the applause on that one? No, hold on. Could she mean, I haven't clicked on the replies, but could she mean just mac and cheese drizzled with barbecue sauce?
Maybe. And we have people ask for that. Like, people will get a side of mac and cheese. Say, can you just put a little bit of sauce on top of it?
Well, then okay. We won't go into it. I did see gizzards. Okay.
Yep. Gizzards and chicken livers both were on there. Done right, though.
Another top fan, Jared, said bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers.
Mm-hmm.
Those are actually very popular when we did them.
They were with us too. We only did them in the spring for whatever reason. We never went back and circled back to them for whatever reason. I know.
We did them a couple times, and that was about it. But I think we should do it.
They went, for the most part, they went over well. There was a lot of stuff we did early that I think we forgot about because our sales were so atrocious in March and April. Like, we just kind of blocked out the whole thing and forgot about some of that stuff.
Those 2 months.
Yeah.
So this one I'd love to expand upon because I've been thinking about it a lot. Barbecue top salads.
Mm-hmm.
So my thought is I worked at a restaurant that had barbecue top salads. They had one with brisket, I think, and one with chicken. My thought is, okay, make your salads, pre-make your salads, and then just top it with whatever meat they want. So it still comes out as fast as we normally put our food out. What do you think about that? Do you think that could be a seller, or do you think it's kind of would be a waste? I mean, lettuce is cheap, but
I get. Yeah, are you going to do a straight like iceberg lettuce salad, or are you going to try to do a nicer salad?
I would do like a mixed green kind of thing.
Fran said bacon wrapped stuffed pickles.
I've seen those.
Yep. I think it can do well. I think it has to be a permanent item on your menu, though. I don't think it's something you can do as a special.
Yeah, I would agree.
So one of the Spectrum offices, Chris has joined us. Hello, Christopher.
Christopher.
Oh, that's good timing.
Yeah, perfect timing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you great. I can see you too. everybody. Chris, everybody.
I am early.
You're fine. This is actually a pretty good timing because we were just talking about vegan menus, and then Skippy had asked about barbecue topped salads and if we thought that those would work. We tried them.
Yeah.
So we had a Spectrum office that we were there, and it was slow, and they said, we wish you had more healthy options. So we agreed to one more time and brought a salad topped with chicken, I think. Like we did chicken Caesar salad.
It was a Caesar salad. Yep.
I think we sold one.
No, we sold all of them.
No.
We sold all of them the first time. We went there twice with them because they sold out the first time. And that was the only thing that we sold that day. So it was our healthy location. It was like a heart rehab center.
Yeah, the heart rehab center. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so they only came out for that day, and then the next time we came, we brought more salads, and we sold one that day, and Pam and I brought a lot home. They're really good salads, though.
So for everybody listening and looking at us, Josh, can you introduce Chris?
I did. I said everybody, Chris, everybody.
Well,
Chris is my partner for life.
I mean, at this point, yeah, pretty much.
I pay him, so I guess he's more like a prostitute. Chris is my full-time person. He is the heartbeat and the backbone of the truck.
We're going to get canceled because you used the word prostitute. Awesome.
It wasn't me that said it.
It's shocking. Yeah, Chris is my full-time staff, the heartbeat and backbone of our truck. Without him, I wouldn't be here right now. Well, I would be. It'd just be a much different podcast. We'd be talking about me flipping pallets and stuff. Wow, you guys like knuckled on accident. Huh?
Dropping pallets on feet.
Dropping pallets on... Yeah, don't do that. That's no good. My foot still doesn't feel right.
So, barbecue top salad. So, it has to be a regular menu item. It can't be... That's what you think, is it has to be a regular menu item.
I don't think you can... I think if you have a very specialized type of special like that, where it's very niche.
Could be roadside. Good for roadside.
Where it's very niche. You're not going to have a ton of people ordering it or coming to order just the salad. I think you're chasing it then, at that point. Sure. Kind of like how going back to like competition barbecue, where you're changing your recipe depending on the location of the event.
True.
Yeah, where you're chasing a point and a half. I think you have to, unless you have a specific. Will you stop moving your camera? God Lord,
I'm feeling the microphone. I don't have to move it anymore.
Some rough seas over there in Bailey. Yeah,
let's get Josh seasick.
On my phone, I don't have a phone holder.
It's good, Chris. Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
Hey, you invited
Are you sitting on the floor? Why are your knees so high?
I'm on my couch, but...
He's leaning forward.
Is this better?
Yeah. That's much... No, you're fine leaning forward. I was just confused why your knees were so high. Everybody else knows that you're on a podcast, right? You're not going to have anybody walking by naked or anything?
No, this is a window behind me, so...
That doesn't mean anything. Bailey.
I'm against the wall.
All right.
All right. So the stalker comes in the window.
Barbecue top salad. So just like pulled pork and
what we did. Yeah.
That's what we normally run.
Yeah.
So what we're doing, Chris, is we're going through. So Josh posted on Facebook asking people to give advice on what some new menu items could be, and one of them was a salad. So we're just going through the fun aspects of things that you don't have on your truck,
But people would like to see. Among those recommendations was ribs, macaroni and cheese topped with barbecue, mashed potatoes.
Things we run frequently, or always.
So I like there's another one from Adrian. She said, I assume it's a she, smoked chicken with white barbecue sauce. Somebody from Alabama knows, or somebody from Michigan knows what white barbecue sauce is.
I hate it. I'm not a fan. I don't care for it.
I don't even know what white barbecue sauce is.
It's a mayonnaise-based sauce with like mayonnaise, vinegar, horseradish, pepper.
It's closer to like a gravy than it is a sauce.
No, it's not like a gravy. I think it'd be really good on a salad, to be honest with you.
So it's more like a dressing.
It is. It's as thin as like a vinegar mayonnaise kind of dressing, but it's really good.
So put the white sauce on the top salad then.
Absolutely. That's what I would do.
You can have a white chicken salad.
Yeah. Call it the Alabama salad.
There you go. Good job. Look, I'm glad we can help you work through your menu. Off our post.
Whatever. So now we're gonna go to my post and see what
the same post. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go same one.
The day later post.
Yeah, the day later post.
It wasn't even a day later. It was later that evening. Like Skippy was flinging through Facebook at 5 o'clock. He's like, "Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good idea. I should do that."
I hate you.
I love you, Skippy.
I think my character.
I didn't say anything to you, did I? I didn't bring it up.
I think my character.
I let it slide. You brought it up today.
I know, and I said I appreciate the fact that you did that, so I could copy it. Okay, so we have on mine we have wraps. What do we think about wraps? You do wraps. I don't do.
We do wraps. Wraps are great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brisket tacos, pulled pork baked potatoes with sour cream and chives. That was all one post.
I think we've done baked, but I think we talked about baked potatoes before and the high risk of botulism.
Yes, and I know that there's a certain food truck that comes downtown, and that's all they do is loaded baked potatoes.
I don't know that I'd ever get a baked potato, especially from a food truck. And nothing against the truck or the people. Nope.
But apparently, there's not consensus with customers. If customers are saying they want loaded baked potatoes off of the truck,
I'll gladly send them to another truck that can get them sick. I'm not going to risk it.
I guess that means then do they just not know the inherent risks that go in with?
No.
Yes, that would be
only those that have gone through the program, right?
Yeah.
Right.
The number one cause of botulism is poorly baked potatoes and foil.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have. What do we think about tacos?
What are your thoughts on tots, Skippy?
I love tots. I love tots.
On the truck.
If I had a fryer, I would do tots every day. I love tots.
We smoked some one day when we were bored. Like we had to get some stuff from GFS, and I picked up a bag of tots and threw them on the smoker. They're okay.
Did they crumble?
A holding issue. Yeah, they get soggy.
So
they'll crumble.
Yeah. So I got them to get a little bit crispy coming out of the smoker, put them in the super hot section of the smoker. But yeah, then as soon as you hold them for 5 minutes, they're mush. So
see, I was thinking about doing
a fryer thing.
So do you still get the same risk as you would with a baked potato if you did like chopped potatoes or potatoes that are like real potatoes but just chopped up and then put them in the smoker?
If I remember right, it's the foil. I thought like the potato foil mixture and being held in foil, like the potatoes being held in foil, I thought was the problem. I don't know.
I like smashed potatoes, but still have something where they can just use a fork to grab it versus like with mashed potatoes, they got to use like a spoon or something like that.
We do ours with a fork. We haven't had any complaints. Ours are thick enough.
Well, you have meat on top.
Not all the time. We do them as sides too.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Tacos though. Do you do tacos at all?
We've done tacos a couple times.
See, like if I was out every Tuesday, I would do Taco Tuesday, like every Tuesday.
Why aren't you out every Tuesday?
I am. I'm just not at the same spot every Tuesday. That's the thing, is you kind of have to be at the same spot every Tuesday.
Why?
Or the same spot to be able to run a special that day. Hell, it's been 2 years and I just got people to start looking at the special menu. So.
How do you do that?
I glued it to my window. So they had
we were set up for an hour and a half before anybody looked at our special menu the day before Thanksgiving.
Shit. I took a whiteboard and I double-sided tape it to my window. So they have no choice, but they have to see it. And there's still people that don't see it.
Yeah.
One that says sides that are not cliche barbecue truck sides. Maybe like sweet potato fries, brisket loaded baked potatoes, corn fritters, and fried green tomatoes.
I think all of those are cliche barbecue things. If
But
you
not
go down
outside.
south, if you go down south to a barbecue place, you're going to get any of those sides.
Okay. I got a lot of.
So what are you looking at? Are you looking at applesauce? I think we're going to do applesauce.
I just lost audio.
What? You okay over there? Blink 1 for call 911. Well, he's really not blinking. That's impressive.
I can hear you again.
Well,
Oh, I can't.
Skippy, don't say anything. Just move your lips.
That's all. I'm allowed to say that.
all right. So I got a lot of potato and fries asking. The barbecue cups. I'm
Parfaits.
assuming those are Sundays or parfaits or whatever. We
Parfaits.
did one where we did like baked beans, brisket, and mac and cheese.
Yeah.
I don't do baked beans often. I should, but sometimes they sell, sometimes they don't.
Yeah. Our good friend, Mike Robinson, swears by them, and I'm surprised he doesn't have them distributed across the country in every grocery store. By the way, he talks about them. I mean, he says it's like 30 cents a cup is his cost, and he sells them for $47.
He's a union guy.
But yeah, right. Talk about cliche though. Just about every truck has them. I don't see them nearly as often on the west side of the state as I hear about them on the east side of the state, though.
So we got Lansing. So our friend Chad, he runs them. Chad Funnel. Clyde's Barbecue Pit in outside of Lansing runs them. So and then I think there's one on the east side, really east side, that runs them. But there's not a lot that do.
No,
I can understand like in a festival type setting that they might sell, but like a roadside or maybe like I don't see them. I don't see them as a top seller. Somebody did post on my Facebook page beer. I mean, beer. Like that's a great.
The problem we would have with selling beer on the truck is we would probably
drink it all.
Then we would be able to sell it. So
yeah, that first slow day would be an inventory loss.
it'd be gone.
All right, let's talk about brisket chili. First of all, with or without beans, Josh?
Beans.
Oh, you guys are horrible. No,
without beans, it's just soup.
It's not chili without beans.
No, with beans, it's soup.
No.
Yes.
No. What do you put in your chili? What's in your chili then?
What is in my chili?
Yeah.
I make pretty much like it's an all meat chili with a little veggies.
So it's beef and barley soup or vegetable beef soup?
No, there's not. It's way thicker than soup. You have beans in yours. That's like what? That's veggie soup.
When we make chili at our house, we typically do double the beans in our chili.
I put like 8 different kinds of beans in my chili.
Yeah, we do too. We do black beans or like the black pinto beans and whatever. I don't know.
And if your chili doesn't have butter beans in it, just keep it away from me. Butter beans are the best beans in the world.
So we got child Skippy over here covering his ears up because we're not eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for every freaking meal.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with a good PB&J. Okay. I do have it on the kids menu. Yeah.
No, hey, wait, let's go back. Kids menus.
Yeah, kids menus.
You have a kids menu?
I do.
It says kids menu on it.
It's unadvertised. If a kid comes up, I tell the parent that I can make him a real peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and they normally do it. I charge them like $3 for it.
How many do you sell?
Just happen to have my square dashboard up here. Let's take a look.
Of course you do. All right. How you been, Chris?
Been fantastic, Josh.
You bored yet?
No, I've enjoyed a lot of naps. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. so I'm starting to take care of my health and my body over the winter, hopefully.
Good.
Well, I thought you meant like I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so today I'm going to start taking care of myself.
No. Meaning I'm going to take care of bodily ailments that have been long overdue to take care of.
62.
62 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on the year.
Yep.
And that's unadvertised.
Unadvertised.
So $180.
Give or take. Whatever. Paid for the
If
peanut
you
butter.
had anything else on your menu that you only sold 62 of, would you keep it?
This is a niche item. It's for kids.
I know, but you still have to stock jelly. Do you use jelly for anything else?
I could, but no, I don't. I keep a squeeze bottle of jelly. It's not hard.
But how many do you have to go through
$2.
a year?
I went through, I think, 2 or 3 of them.
All right.
I even put it on a hamburger bun, so I have to stock different bread.
That's good.
Kids love it. What about those 422 hot dogs you bought that one time?
We sold most of them.
You said you still had
Then
2
we made
bags.
about 30 of them.
We sold half. But it's still 200 hot dogs. We sold how many at the trunk or treat? We ran them again when we did the trunk or treat. Then we ran out of hot dogs, didn't we? Pretty dang close, I thought.
We sold out everything that day. So, yeah.
Trunk
I
or
think
treat.
we will definitely bring back hot dogs next year at some very particular type of events as like a kid's item.
Well, every time I put hot dogs on the menu, I sell more to adults than I do kids.
And, I mean, hey, does it matter who you're selling them to?
No. I just wish the adult would actually buy an adult sandwich versus a hot dog. I make more money on an adult sandwich than I can a hot dog.
Money's moving, right?
We have a couple people a year ask us for just chips. Like, can we just get some Doritos?
So I thought about that, right? So I actually thought about upping my price on sandwiches and include a side of chips with it, like just a regular, just bag kettle chips.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I really want them to buy a side of mac instead. I guess if they will, they will. But I don't know, that was something I thought about.
Yeah, we get requests for chips semi-regularly when we don't get requests for fries. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh, do you have fries or chips? But
I love how they look at the menu. Do you get chicken tenders and fries?
Yeah, I don't see any fries on here. What's the price on those? None.
Will you charge me for some chicken tenders?
$7,000.
Charge them 32. Run up to the Chick-fil-A real quick. It'll be about 22 minutes.
Yeah, we just turn the fryer on. We gotta wait a little bit. Yeah.
Just have a steady line to Chick-fil-A and back. Something Pam could do.
We could Uber Eats them.
That'll take
then
forever.
upcharge the Uber Eats price.
So a friend of mine uses DoorDash for his restaurant, and he's been giving me a we'll call it a blow by blow on what DoorDash charges, and so I guess you get your first month free of what they charge or what they upcharge, and after that it's like 30% commission. So DoorDash takes 30%. So that's why you see everybody upcharging their whatever they're by 30%. So it's like, if I want to, we'll give him his burger. His burger is like, average burger double patty is like $10. So it's 13 on DoorDash. Like, that's just, actually no, wouldn't it be 16 on DoorDash? Because isn't it their math percentage plus whatever they cover?
Yeah.
I could check it, but it's a lot of money just to have DoorDash. Chris, do you DoorDash?
I do not. I can't afford it.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't think in an area that I can get it either.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done it. My wife's done it a couple times, but nothing is ever that much. Or I don't really want anything that much unless I'll just drive out to get it.
Yeah, my youngest son, well, he's 18 now, but when he doesn't want to get out of bed, he'll have DoorDash come from up the road or whatever, and they'll bring it. But it'll take it'll usually take an hour and a half to 2 hours after he orders it before it gets here.
Yeah.
And he's already back to sleep before it gets here, so it just sits out on the porch and gets cold. So
Yeah. Angie did it from time to time during pandemic stuff, but I got her out of that habit.
Would have been
The inconvenience of me driving somewhere to get Chinese food is way cheaper than $100 for Chinese food.
yeah,
I haven't had Chinese food in a long time. Anyway,
No, yeah, I thought about it. I've thought about it before and trying to do it, but then we're back to